Welcome back to Homewood Field on the campus of Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, Maryland. I am Terry Foy, and after a lengthy weather delay, we are underway with game number 2 of the 2023 countdown between Two-Way out of Connecticut and Mad Dog National from all over. We are playing under college rules with one lone adjustment, just 20-minute running time halves. Have full operational shot clock. The other NCAA rule that we would consider. Mad Dog gets underway with the first. Ryan Winters settling up top. Comes near side to Grayson Golden, guarded by a short stick. Work on Gordy Leary. Golden throws back. Finds Brock Gracie up top. Really nice action. Brandon Coons catches through X and feeds up top. I believe that's Rush LaSalle on the finish. Defensive miscommunication. See two go to the interior. And excuse me, that's Elliot Muska. Catches with his shoulders open and delivers the lefty rocket up top. Mad Dog quickly up front door to restart action. Teddy Coyle with the face-off win. Shot goes wide. Mad Dog backs it up and looks to reset. 75 seconds left on the shot clock. Grassy carries guarded by Tucker Spice. Moves up top to Brady Kirk. Over to Magnus Falkowitz. Back to Kirk. Kirk looks to go to work on Griffin Flood. Draws the switch. Back up top to Muska. Over to Falkowitz. Falkowitz behind to Gracie. Kirk going to work. Feeds the interior. Nothing doing. And goalie Joseph Grenier comes up. Loose ball. Clear works ahead to Spice. He's going to take the shot in transition. It goes wide. Two-way will back up. 17:20 to go in the first half. Two-way gets its first opportunity at a settled possession. Charlie Vrinsky moving near side to Oliver Nappy. Ball worked around up top to Teddy Perkins. Perkins to Ravinsky. Ravinsky carries up top, sets the pick. Grabs. Guarding up top. Ravinsky goes down the lefty alley. Around the world dodge. Draws the switch, guarded by Finn Evans. Ravinsky carrying through X. And he finds Nappy on the doorstep, but that shot is saved by James O'Hara. Nice reaction as Nappy, with the quick stick, put it pretty much right in the stick. Nappy here applying pressure on the ride. He's going to get called for a push on Hunter Kilpatrick. Ball will stay with Mad Dog. Jack Berg looking to carry into the offensive end. Hands it off to Ryan Winters. Winters evades Ravinsky. Gets the ball over midline. Golden. Checked by Dylan Kellum. Ball worked back to Gracie Blow Gilly. Guarded by Spice on the near side. Top to LaSalle. Golden back to LaSalle. LaSalle going to work on Perkins. His shot goes wide. It's going to stay with Mad Dog. Gracie with the two-man game at X. Continuing to chase that look, and ultimately Golden's going to get called for the moving screen. Good awareness by Kellen there to essentially force the official to make that call. Throws ahead to Spice. Back to Kellen. Two-way settles in his own offensive end. Sean Grevelding up top. Kellen. Mason Kelly going to work on a short stick. Guarded by Dylan Fenton. Over top to Ravinsky. Kellen down the righty alley. Stops. Splits back to his left. Rolls back to his right. Two-way goes into a 1-4 look. Kelly's shot goes high. They'll reset with Grevelding. 14 minutes to go here in the first half. 22 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Grevelding resets. And he gets topside. His shot doesn't reach the near post. But Nappy does a nice job accelerating to the end line. That bounce took enough speed off of it. Had it not been for that, Beckham might have gone on goaltender O'Hara. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ball works back up top to Kellen. Near side to Kelly. Kelly takes a screen. 1 second left in the shot clock, and he's not going to get it off. Get a quick restart. Brock Getson carrying into the offensive zone. Draws a slide over top. Spice recovers. Kunz pulls the ball out. It up top to Winters. Winters settles. Mason Kramer comes near side. Brady Kirk. Kirk moves it down to Gracie. Really nice defensive test there. Patrick Welsh on Gracie's jump shot attempt. Spinning with his right hand. Doesn't get on target, but Mad Dog corrals the loose ball. Kramer's pass through X. Handled. Feed near side. Knocked down by Demir Pfeiffer. And that ball's going to go to two-way. I think that Pfeiffer's check was so well timed, the ball actually bounced off the Mad Dog player and then ended up out over the end line. Either that or it was ruled a shot and two-way was given backup, but more like Pfeiffer getting pressured in the middle. Got two guys hounding him. Carries into the offensive end. His pass hits a Mad Dog defender. Nearly goes out of bounds, but stays in. I believe that's Luke Krebs who handles the loose ball and works it back to O'Hara. O'Hara now starting the clear. Two-way in a deep ride. They clear up the sub-box side. Kirk gets it over to Kramer. Mad Dog will settle in next possession. Kirk near side seemed to be playing with his free hand. Ball goes back to two-way. Mason Kelly can't handle the clearing pass on the far side. Gracie comes up with it. He's looking to make up for quick offense, and his 15-yard shot goes wide. Backup's going to go to two-way. Grenier will restart play. This time Kelly does handle the clearing pass, goes ahead to Spice. Had some mustard on that. Spice now in the offensive zone. We've already seen him shoot once, and he takes another attempt. This time it's good. Getting two-way on the board. We are tied 1-1 with 10:45 remaining in the first half. Really nice job by Tucker Spice, not just with that shot, but also catching that clearing pass a little bit outside of the catch radius. Makes a nice dodge on a long stick there. Gets to the middle of the field and has nothing but runway. And his high to low shot beats O'Hara and knocks him up one. Julian Ramos appears to win that clamp back. Two-way comes up with the ground ball, and they will settle. Griffin Flood, Gordy Leary, Anders Burrows on this midfield line. Leary with the long stick. Flood guarded by Hunter Kilpatrick. And again, we have a moving screen, this time on Burrows. Ball goes back to Mad Dog, and they look to clear quickly. Jack Berg up the far sideline. Takes a push from Flood, stays in, moves the ball. Huns settles. $9:14 to go in the first half. LaSalle, checked by Perkins. Moves it near side to Muska. Muska behind to Kunz. Kunz to the far side. Back up Sell. Sell puts a shoulder into Perkins. Gets to the low righty block. Rolls back left. His shot bounces near side and goes out of bounds. Mad Dog will restart with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. 8:30 to go in the first half. Kuntz goes to work on Pfeiffer, gets caught up in the wash. Kuntz gets his hands free for a shot, but it goes wide. Mad Dog will reset with 13 seconds left. Muska dodging lefty. Good closeout there by Welch. That shot goes wide, and now the shot clock's down to 6. Gracie decides to roll it into the quarter, and two-way will clear. Mad Dog drops deep into their ride. They've been successful riding so far, having forced at least 2 failed clears out of two-way. Two-way's lone goal coming from Tucker Spies in transition. Spies already over the midline, and we see what was nearly a successful strategy, but a hold call goes against Gracie, and the ball goes back to Perkins. And once again, this time, Gracie's going to get called for a technical foul on a hold as opposed to loose ball hold that kept possession with 2A in the first place. 59 seconds on the shot clock, 7:05 to go in the first half, tied 1-1. 2A looking to get their personnel on. Leary, guarded by the long stick. Speed dodge on the left alley. Really nice check placed there by Natniel Membere. And that is going to spark this man-up opportunity for 2A. Membere with a very well-timed check. Delivered perfect. Knocked one hand off the stick. Then that led to the opportunity to get the ground ball and spark the man-up. Dylan Kellen playing the point on the extra man. Near side to Flood, back to Kellen. And Nappy finds a cut in the middle. Really quick in-out pass. Delivered excellently to Sean Grevelding on the lefty corner, but his shot goes wanting. We'll restart with Rufus Robertson. Over to Grevelding. Up top to Leary, and we are all even. Sano sets the pick. Leary draws the double team off the pick. Goes back to Kellen. Ball up top to Flood. Can't handle. Mad Dog comes away with it. This time it's Finn Evans leading the fast break. He lays it off to Gracie, and Mad Dog settles. $5:30 to go here in the first half. tied 1-1. Muska got Mad Dog on the board first. Spieth answered in transition. Gracie guarded by Spice. Two-man game here. Braden Strader guarded by a short stick. Ball works near side to Lascelles. Rush Lascelles, working to get to his right hand, rolls back to his left. Solid defense there by Kellen. Pass mishandled on the far side by Strader. James Cheney carries into the offensive end. Two-way looking to get its first. Mason Kelly handles, guarded by a long stick. Jackson Gervais. Ball work far side. Reed Finster. Comes back up top to Kelly. Kelly dodging right-handed down the alley. Runs through the hedge. And this one's going to be backed up by O'Hara. Mad Dog looks clear. Ball now in possession of Ryan Winters. He goes back to O'Hara. Grayson Golden takes a check, makes it over the midline. Now being hounded by Will Oliverio. The ball goes back two-way. Couldn't tell if that was an offside on the backside. Amir Pfeiffer carries into the offensive end and is immediately met by Memberi. Ball on the ground. Spice is there to try to assist. Ball's going to squirt out Gabe Pisano. We've got an illegal procedure. Ball goes back to Mad Dog. So, sloppy sequence here over the last 3 or 4 minutes. But a lot of action in the middle of the field. Ball on the stick of Falkowitz. Over near side. Gracie rolls back. His effort goes high. Spice now in the offensive end. 1:45 to go. Lays it off Finster. Finster to Flood. Flood to Perkins. Perkins goes to work on a short stick. His nice in-out dodge. Keeps his stick in his right hand. Draws the switch. Goes through X to Pisano. Pisano's pass to Finster on the far side. Finster up top to Rufus Robertson. Robertson now goes underneath. Gets space. Kind of feels like he's caught between a shot and a pass. Decides that he wanted to force it to the backside. Not sure whether that was intended for number 8, Griffin Flood, or number 2, Kip Pisano. Either way, ball goes out of bounds back to Mad Dog. They've got 50 seconds left on the game clock as they clear into the offensive end, looking to take the lead into the half. Shot clock not a factor. Ball goes up top to Ryan Winters. Winters for Lascelles. Brady Kirk joining them on the midfield. LaSalle dodging on Perkins, draws a slide, bangs it through X, and Gracie finds a open Mad Dog shooter in the middle. That was Muska, but he hit the pipe. Loose ball scramble. 15 seconds left on the game clock. LaSalle comes up with it, moves it quickly to the far side. Brandon Coons dodges in through 4 defenders, finally loses his stick. 3 seconds remaining on the game clock. Perkins comes up with it, launches it to the far end of the field, and we're going to go to the half, tied at 1. Low scoring but entertaining first half in this, the second game of the countdown. We're going to go to a quick 3-minute halftime, and we'll be back with more countdown action. Find out who's going to advance, take on next level in 2025 countdown. We are back for second half action. Mad Dog getting it underway with a face-off win. Henry Cunningham carries into the offensive end and takes a huge check from Dylan Kellen. That ball goes out of bounds over the far sideline. Get the opportunity. New second half goalies for Mad Dog. Right, Boston Bedron. Two-way. Here. Back in net. Second half 12. Griffin Flood goes to work. Up top. Takes a righty shot down the alley. No backup. Ball's going to go to Mad Dog. Then Evans looked to restart play with 18:35 to go in the second half. Tied 1-1. Elliot Muska got Mad Dog on the board first, then Tucker Spice tied it with a transition goal. We've seen a lot of action in the middle of the field, but not a lot of productive offense. Mad Dog going to get an opportunity here on extra man after what looked like a hold. That's exactly what it was. 30-second technical. Charlie Ravinsky will take. Oh, check that. Rufus Roberts. Box. Ball goes up. Coons near side. Oh, really nice in-out work. Brady Kirk occupying space on the inside of that 5-man diamond that Two-way was running on man down. The short stick on the low corner. And on the second look, a nice touch pass there from Geraci to Kirk, and then an excellent 10-yard shot from the high slot. Give Mad Dog back 2-1 with 17:20 remaining in the second half. Mad Dog starting to assert a little bit of authority at the face-off X, but Two-way just exceptionally tenacious on the loose ball play afterward, and it looks like they are not going to be trailing for long as Sean Grevelding comes up with that loose ball, beelines a path to the net, and is able to finish that down low. Not much Drone could do on that one, as he was one-on-one. With Grevelding. So after we had 2 goals for the first 20 minutes of action, we have now had 2 goals in the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we'll see whether or not this keeps pace. Again, this time Teddy Coyle comes out the front door for the Mad Dog possession, works it up top to Walter Oswaski, has to avoid getting checked out of the sub box. Golden, Winters, and eventually LaSalle on the midfield line for Mad Dog. Golden gets the middle of the field, rolls back to LaSalle. LaSalle carries left across the top of the box. Works on the righty wing, back to LaSalle. He finds space in the middle, but that pass gets through all the way through to Winters on the far side, and his low to high shot is off target. Geraci will restart. Guarded by Alex Kim. Kim applying pressure, navigating the 2-man. Geraci lays it off. Muska, opening goal scorer. Muska gets his left shot free. This time, Grenier is up for the task. That's his 3rd save of the day. Two-way looking to push in transition. Ravinsky's going to have to avoid Menberry and hit the pressure that he applies, and he is unable to do so. Ball goes back to Mad. Grenier catches Muska's shot. But with the flag down, Mad Dog will go extra man once again. I 'll This time, Kirk, the goal scorer on the last extra man opportunity, starts up top of the point. Gracie tries a long range effort. Defense honest. Golden restarts back up top. Dracy, and he's going to try once again. Not able to bring it all the way around. 41 seconds left in the shot clock. Penalty released. Golden initiating from Eck. Kuhn springs the short stick. Little behind. Doesn't use the pick. Gets top side. Slide doesn't come quickly enough. And that is going to be a good goal from Grayson Golden. Golden with the hesitation dodge. Gets Perkins on his heels. Uses that opportunity to explode upfield. And it was interesting how Grenier reacted to that shot. It almost felt like he was going to continue to go upfield and run through the slide. Came off his pipe and gave a ton of net for the Mad Dog attack to shoot at. Mad Dog now continuing to establish themselves at the faceoff X. Ball comes near side to Oswoski on the Mad Dog clear. And with 12:15 to go in the second half, Mad Dog National looked to double its lead. Ball goes to Muska on the far side. Back up top, Michael Kramer. Kramer near side to Oswoski. Goes to work on a shorty. Rolls to his right hand, draws a double. Moves it near side to Geraci. Over to Coons. Coons trying to get underneath on Pfeiffer. Can't do it. Rolls back. Up top to Kramer. Kramer over to Geraci. Looking to dodge on Spice. Spice doing a nice job getting into hands. A little bit extra for that last check. Ball moves over to Falkowitz, and Magnus Falkowitz steps into a low-to-low worm burner that leaves Grenier tapping his chest. This shot was released from about 17. That's 19 yards. That is a 2-point goal in every league that has a 2-point shot. And you can understand why Grenier wants that one back. Back to the faceoff X. Cunningham wins it forward. Ball rolls into the two-way defensive end without possession called. Pfeiffer comes up with the ground ball. Moves it to his goaltender. Two-way looking to clear up the far side. Able to do so. Welch moves it back to Finster. Finster, Burrows. Burrows to Pisano. 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Mad Dog up 4-2. Burrows puts his left shoulder. Jack Berg. Finster also dodging the shorty with some physicality on the far side. Goes behind to Nappy. Nappy moves it along to Grevelding. Grevelding gets up top. Draws his double. Moves it to Pisano. Pisano over to Finster. Finster rolls to his right hand. Gets off a decent effort. But a really nice job by Pedron to fight that one off, and then it looks like possession's going to stay with two-way. Nope, let's go to Mad Dog. We had a little bit of question as to whether that was a push on the near sideline. Hunter Kilpatrick clearing through the middle of the field, absorbs a check from Nappy, and what a play by Nappy and Charlie Ravinsky to keep the ball within the sight, or within arm's reach of going over the midline. That shot in transition goes wide. The Grevelding is there to back it up. Grevelding now with an opportunity to dodge on rush to sell. Looks like some matchup miscommunication. They switch back Luke Krebs onto Grevelding, and that proves beneficial for Mad Dog as they're able to cause a turnover. And this time, Kilpatrick a little bit more conscientious in the clear. Ball settles with Sell, then with Winter. 8 minutes to go in the second half. Mad Dog with a 2-goal lead have really established themselves at the faceoff X. So if they can get another one here, they've got to feel good about the control they have of this game heading down the stretch. Winters up top. Ball work way over to Josh Buse behind. Buse comes near side to Geraci. See guarded by Pfeiffer. Back up top to Winters. Ball goes to Kirk. Kirk got an extra man goal for Mad Dog today. He's looking to go work with his left hand. And this time, Grenier is able to stop that low shot. He unleashes a 40-yard clearing pass that's right on the money for Welch. Welch goes ahead to Nappy, who looks like he's feeling it as though he's got it quickly. Perkins, looking to get to the middle of the field, lays it off for Flood. Flood comes to Mason Kelly. Two-way taking a long time to get their offensive personnel on the field, and Gordy Leary, last man out of the box, comes lefty down the alley and rolls back, sweeps across the top, and hammers the low offside corner. What a shot on the run. And that is exactly what two-way needed at this point. Cutting Mad Dog's lead to 4-3 with 6:10 remaining. We're going to get Julian Ramos versus Teddy Coyle at the faceoff X. Mad Dog has won either the last 3 or 4 faceoffs. And with under 6 to go, an important draw here. Coyle wins the clamp, but gets called for a hold as Ramos clearly went after the ball with his foot. I'm guessing the official decided that Coyle tried to withhold his ability to get his foot out of that block position. Oh, but an unforced error on the near side, and then another one that gives it right back. Dylan Kellen lost the ball without any pressure. Jack Berg went to pick up the ground ball on the near sideline and touched it before it went out of bounds. What could have been disastrous for Mad Dog is averted by an excellent save by Badron as Grevelding got to the middle of the field right in front of him. We have seen two-way score a goal like that in this half. Mad Dog looks to clear, but unable to do so, and Spice is offside, giving the ball right back to Mad Dog. Similar to the way that the first half ended, a fair amount of chaos at each end of the field and in the middle of the field. With 4:35 to go, both coaches just calling for each team to settle down a bit. Play restarts. Grayson Golden. It's two-ways in a deep ride. He comes near side. Preston Lee cannot handle that clearing pass. Ball goes back to two-way. Griffin Flood will look to begin play. 4 minutes to go. He goes crossfield to Spice. This time, Spice surveys whether he's able to go offside. Two-way now getting their personnel on in an onside position. Flood, guarded by a short stick. Leaves it for Kellen. Kellen right in the middle. His bouncing effort does not get all the way on goal. Flood trying to back up the shot. Dives to the far sideline, but this one's going to go to Mad Dog. Really nice effort play there by Kilpatrick. Kilpatrick a little leery of the two-way ride after he was de-sticked earlier this half. Works it through his goaltender, who lays off a nice pass for Buse. Now getting hounded up the near sideline by Oliverio. Buse runs into a double, and a well-called, well-timed timeout by Mad Dog is going to save possession with 2:52 to go in the second half. Mad Dog leads 4-3. So with 2:52 to go in second half of this second game of the 2020 countdown, Mad Dog National 2025 lead 2A 2025 4-3. The winner of this game will advance to play next level Spartans 2025, who beat Long Island Legacy Rush 8-4 in a game that was called with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter due to lightning. We then went through 2-hour weather delay, and this game got restarted at 8 p.m. Shortly after this, we will have championship game for the two 2026 semifinal winners who were competing on the practice field here at Johns Hopkins. One of them, next level, already decided the winner of Legacy and Mad Dog, determining their opponent. Mad Dog still with some work to do, looking for an insurance goal. Kuntz carries behind. He draws contact. Officials call it fair. Demir Pfeiffer comes up with the loose ball, gooses it back to Teddy Perkins, who does an excellent job coming out of nowhere to beat a Mad Dog defender to that loose ball, and he's going to leg this over the midline. Two-way looking for an opportunity to tie this with 63 seconds left on the shot clock. They will call timeout with 1:45 to go. So in a game where we haven't seen a ton of success in settled offense out of 2A, I have to expect they're going to want to start with the ball in Leary's stick. He showed the most pop with a commanding goal, trailing 4-2, bombing out of the box, low shot clock. Leary swept across the top of the box left-handed and hammered a shot on the run. ball start. Stick Mason Kelly. He carries across the top. Works it through Robertson at X. Comes near side to Nappy, and Nappy ties the game 4-4 with 1:30 to go. Excellent high-to-high finish over the top. And that promises some late drama in this one. Two-way, after a pretty substantial clamp winning streak, comes up with that one out of Chase Squires. He wins the ball forward, and they're going to have an opportunity to win this game in regulation. Both teams are out of timeouts. Leary, who I was calling for to initiate the last possession, holding the ball now, but moves it over Helen, and then Robertson on the far side. Robertson gets the ball back with time and space in the top of the box. His shot either gets piped or is saved by Bergeron on the far side. 37 seconds in the game, 53 seconds on the shot clock after that reset. Again, both teams out of timeouts. Leary carries, and it's pretty clear two-way is going to play for one. $15 seconds left on the clock. Leary comes down the lefty alley. He finds space in the middle of the field. Robertson comes up with another shot. This one high to high, and it is saved by Bergeron. He's going to unleash the ball to the other end of the field, and we are going to go to overtime. We are going to get overtime underway. To determine which of these two teams, two-way 2020, Mad Dog National 2025, is going to advance to play Self Spartans 2025 in Countdown Championship schedule 9:40. Mad Dog wins the clamp backward. Teddy Coyle can't get the ball out of his stick. He's called for withholding. Two-way now with possession and an opportunity to win. No timeouts in overtime. We play till someone scores. Ball up top to Griffin Flood. Over. Oh, and there it is. Another left-handed laser from Gordy Leary. And that'll do it for the second semifinal in the 2023 boys class of 2025 countdown. Come back in 50 minutes to watch two-way take on Next Level in the 2025 championship. Come back in about 1 minute to watch Next Level take on whoever their opponent is. I don't know who it is yet. In the 2026 countdown.